Hey there, Brandon Split here from ThirstGym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the band-resisted split stance vertical jump. For this exercise, what you're going to need are 2 bands, ideally very light in resistance. I like to use a deadlift platform here where I hook it up to my band peg attachments, but you can also choke these to a power rack as well and perform them in your power rack. You would just choke the bands to the bottom of your power rack. But once you've got your station, figure out where you're going to be, you're just going to take your bands, put them to however setup that you have. Again, I like the band pegs, makes it really easy to get in and out of. Then we're going to take the band that's on the right side, it's going to come over my shoulder here, and then my band on the left side is going to come over my shoulder on the other side, and that's going to create an X fashion so that I can actually be in the bands and don't have to worry about them coming off my body. Then from here, we're going to be in a split stance position. So what that means is I'm going to basically replicate a lunge. So if I would go down to the bottom, I'm going to be pretty much near a lunge position, although we're never going to get into that position. Then from here, I'm going to jump as high as I can against the band tension. Now, we're going to just do some dead stop reps here really quick. So again, notice I've got some space between my feet. I'm going to rip my arms down, rip them up as high as I can, stick the landing. Okay? The other option that we have is that we can go reactive based. And so with reactive based, we're going to do that same motion, but we're going to just go one rep right into another, So here, notice I'm still trying to get as high as I can, but as soon as I hit the ground, I'm going again. With this exercise, I want to make sure I emphasize that you don't go all the way down to the ground into a lunge position. You're actually going to jump. If you stop, or know how much you dip, you're basically going to get into a power position. My hips are always higher than my knees, just like we would be if we're in an athletic stance. So keep that in mind when you're doing this exercise as well. Again, you want a light band, or 2 light bands in this case, to be able to do this exercise. Yes, you can go with some crazy heavy band tension if you have to be super athletic, but most athletes just going with the lightest band possible that you have access to would be enough band resistance to give you that stretch shortening cycle as you hit the ground. So the bands are constantly pulling down. That's going to give us overspeed eccentrics onto our tendons and muscles, which is why this works great, especially from the reactive manner, because then we're going to build that tendon elasticity and that stretch shortening cycle, and then we can do it in a single leg perspective to focus on developing just the single leg power and explosiveness, obviously, on the front leg that you're having, but still train both legs, but you can make your body and your athletes more explosive from a single leg perspective, which can be great for sprinting, jumping off one leg, or any kind of single leg motion that you might be doing in sport, bounding, jumping over hurdles, things like that. Because this is a power-based exercise, I really like this for 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps on each leg with adequate rest. If you haven't had any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.